Same here.
Get comfy.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Very nice to see y'all.
Wow. You know you're in England, don't you, Danny?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't even attempt that accent.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, congratulations on Dumbo.
Thank you.
I saw it last
Thanks,
night. I
man.
loved it. I mean, I love Tim Burton anyway. We're all
Amazing
Tim Burton fans,
Tim
aren't we?
Burton.
It's an amazing...
Amazing.
It's like the original, but it's so new as well. Were you? I was a big fan of the original. You know, it's going some time back now. Were you?
Absolutely.
Were you fans of it? Did you watch
yeah.
it when you were young or with your kids?
Well, the thing, the movie was made in 1941. It's 63 minutes, and it was like, when I saw it, I was like a kid. I was
Just
like
entering your teenage
just
years.
entering my And thank you. And you know, I saw it when I was about 10 years old. My sisters took me to the. I don't really remember that experience, but my kids, you know, that was the movie. I have 3 children, and you know that thing when you're up in the morning and the kid gets up really early in the morning, you can't even see straight, and you throw Dumbo on. It's like one of the beautiful, seminal Disney movies that we all love, and that artistry.
And so your kids must be fairly grown up now.
Yeah.
But your boys are still quite young, aren't they?
15 and 9, yeah.
Wow. So I guess this would be one of the first movies you've made. I mean, I know you've made a couple of kind of bigger, broader family films.
Yeah, but there's usually domestic abuse and alcohol and drug addiction in my material. Art never imitating life, of course. The former, not the latter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the first time that I've... Well, Fantastic Beasts, a film I did a few years ago, they could see, but this is the first, yeah. But Henry wasn't... My 9-year-old wasn't too impressed when I told him I was doing Dumbo. I thought I'd get brownie points, and I said, you know, Dumbo, and he went, Dumbo...
Wow. What did he have against... What's he got against? Elephants?
I don't know, I just think at 8 he thought maybe a flying elephant was uncool, which he just... And then he saw it.
Has he seen the movie?
Yeah,
now?
and he thought it was mildly cool.
Wow. But I think they do make it cool. It is a kind
It's
of...
beautiful. It's just, it wears its heart on its sleeve. It's a very sweet, uncynical film, you know?
It's not like An Irishman.
What?
Huh? Heart on the sleeve.
Yeah,
you know,
know.
the whole
I got
emotional thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Are you with me? Yeah. Well,
I feel like I'm counselling a couple.
Yeah. The idea, the movie Dumbo, for me, when it was made, the original movie that I watched, it had all of these like great heart-tugging things about it. You know, the emotion of like the other. You know, the Dumbo, the baby's born. I play Max Medici, who's the owner of the circus. Colin is going off to war. It's World War I. We've taken care of his children. The circus is like on the wane. It's like very, you know, rough times for us. We have all the jugglers and the clowns and the people from all different countries who are you know, artists in their own right, high wire acts. And they're all real people in the movie, by the way. They're amazing, amazing, talented artists. And you put all those great themes and you give them to Tim Burton. Tim Burton is a really sensitive artist. He brings it into the 21st century in an incredible way. I just got a text.
Yeah. That was Tim Burton saying, don't give too much away about the movie.
Yeah.
You're telling them everything.
Okay, I'm telling you everything. But basically, with all...
Hold on. Danny, can I check?
Yeah.
Have you got a phone, or when you get a text, does your leg just ping?
I carry my...
Just
I
delayed
carry
happy
my
to see you.
phone,
Delayed happy to see you.
phone in my
Wow, in your sock. Wow, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. And I'll take... Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is good.
He shot everything on Dumbo as well. I can't wait to see your cut of the film, because he shot every single...
guys. Yeah.
You'd be doing a take, and Danny'd be off camera, be there, and you'd be doing dialogue with him, and he'd be saying his lines, and next thing, this would happen.
I do a lot of photographing.
Well, that's nice, though. It's nice.
Yeah, well, it's a good memory to have.
Yeah.
This is going back in the sock. I turned it off.
Well, we'll look forward to hearing it ping again.
By the way, it's vibrating right now. I'm getting another text.
Oh, well.
I'm probably keeping it in the wrong place.
We're going to have to... We're talking about a Disney movie.
Yeah, all right.
Come back to telling the whole story, man. Go back.
Back.
You know, you mentioned it's a very intense experience. I know this from many actors I've spoken to, and you work together and you get very close for a short period.
That's right.
And then you often don't see each other for a while. And I wonder, before you guys part company and move on to your next project, whether I could just do a little quiz on you and see how close you actually became.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to ask you some questions about Colin. You tell me if they're true or false,
Okay.
and I'll ask you some questions about Danny,
Okay.
if that's okay. OK. Danny.
Yeah.
Colin, I'm going to read 3 out. You tell me which one's true or false. Colin once failed an audition for the boy band Boyzone. Question 1. Colin has a fear of belly buttons. Number 2. Or Colin once released his own album entitled Roll Out the Foul. which one of those is true and which 2 are false?
This is so difficult.
Yeah. It's a tough
I'll
question.
pick number 1.
He once found this for the boy band Boys Out. He did, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that? You knew that?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, but
You didn't know that?
no, but it's good. I like the true or false questions.
You know I wouldn't be
And the
afraid of
other-
belly buttons.
Yeah, oh God.
Instinctually, you
You're
know me
always
enough to
picking
know.
your belly button.
Yeah.
Right.
And anyone else's who'd let me.
Okay. Colin, you ready for your 3 questions on Danny?
Yes, please, sir.
Here we go.
Once again, tell me which ones are true and which ones are false.
Which one's a true and which one's a false? Okay, take it away, John.
And then the duck comes down.
Okay.
Danny prepared for a role on Broadway by jumping naked on a trampoline each night. Number 1. Before he became an actor...
That's true, but anyway, go on.
Before he became an actor, Danny was a qualified hairdresser.
Bollocks.
Danny appeared drunk on a daytime television show after a night out drinking bottles of limoncello with George Clooney.
Yeah, pluralised that last one, but definitely the second one's balls.
The second one's not true. Danny, were you ever a qualified hairdresser?
Yes. I went to the Wilford Academy Beauty School.
You did?
Yeah, I worked for my sister in her beauty parlor for 2 years.
Yeah?
That's so much better than the trampoline, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, let me just ask you about the trampoline. Would that be true or false?
Yeah, that's true, except it
That's
wasn't...
true as well.
It's really good for you. It gets the lymph going, you know, so this kind of like
That's what he calls
bouncing
it.
thing.
The lymph. Oh, I've got an itchy lymph, he used to say.
And the third one, which was correct, you once appeared on a TV show after having got very, very drunk the night before
I
with
went
George
out
Clooney.
with George Clooney, who's like really notorious guy. We had a lot of limoncello. I had to do a talk show the next day in America, and I was promoting something. And anyway, I slept in the morning. I took a shower.
How long did you sleep for, do you
A couple
think?
hours.
Oh.
I took a shower, went on the show. I was still bombed.
Didn't feel like you got any rest.
Yeah, I didn't get much rest. And I said, they said, how you doing? And I said, the last 7 limoncellos got me. That was good. Yeah.
Colin, you don't drink, do you, anymore?
No.
No, nor do I. I don't drink either. Do you miss it?
Yeah, I had a little look at one stage, but it wasn't really. I was made patently obvious to me very quickly that I probably should stay off it.
It wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
I got a gin and tonic in the green room.
Do you know what? There's a word. Do you know what? Every now and then, I meet someone.
About it
every
for the
now
last
and then.
5 minutes. Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is one of the longest-running situation comedy shows on American TV now, I believe.
Been doing it 13 years.
13 years. It's amazing.
It's lots of fun.
It's available here on Netflix, and it's just my kids turned me onto it because I hadn't seen it before they told me about it, and I'm amazed because it feels much edgier than most American
It's a
comedy.
lot edgier. Yeah, we do a lot of great things, tackle a lot of good subjects, you know. Anything you can think of that's going to really shock people, we do it.
But it seems to me like it's almost like they've set themselves a challenge to try and find something in the script to offer you that you will finally say no to, because you seem to do just about anything on that show.
Do basically anything yeah. Well, you think of it, I've done it. Well, maybe I take that back.
Yeah. But pretty close. It's pretty close.
Pretty close.
So tell me about the episode in which you emerged from the couch at the Christmas party.
Well,
What
the
was
idea was that Frank, my character, they wanted to do like kind of the Ghost of Christmas Past thing, you know, where like Marley takes Scrooge back to see what people really think of him. And so they were going to have a cocktail party at the business that I owned before I went to the bar. And so in order for me to find out what people were saying, I was going to hide in a couch. They were going to sew me into a leather couch, and I was going to listen to all the people and the party goers. When I read the script, I thought, wow, this is going to be cool. And the idea is that I have to come out of the couch a certain way. And you want to show the...
Well, we want to show the clip. This is extraordinary. It must have been quite difficult to film, I would have thought.
Yeah, I could tell you all about it.
OK, let's have a look at this. This is, I know this has been shown over here on regular terrestrial TV, possibly with good reason. Here we go. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh. That's Dumbo. It opens everywhere Friday, ladies and gentlemen. That's an amazing
Well, the
scene.
thing is, when I read the script and I had to come out of the couch naked, and it's so hot in there, and I'm hot. I can't. This is my big line coming out of the couch, and you read it and you go, okay, I'll do that. That sounds like really fun. I know the cast, I know the crew, and I figure it's going to be fine. But you don't realize that you're going to be in a room with a cocktail party with like 100 people you've never seen. So the first take, I come out of the couch, hot. And there's a clip on YouTube that you can see where Caitlin, who's the woman in it, she's looking at me like, she's not saying her line. The director says, okay, cut. I had to go back in the couch. And I had to come out of that couch like 4 or 5 times.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, isn't it great to have me here? Danny DeVito and Colin Farrell.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much.